Revolution Era Media Podcast. So yes, I have a podcast besides the Live Ladies podcast that I was doing before I brought the ladies on. And this is episode number 6. But I still got my queens here and I got one of my kings here. And I got a topic for y'all that I really, really want to discuss with y'all, right? And let me make sure I put up the link so everybody that want to come up, y'all came up. What we talking about tonight, right? I want to know, is a woman not complete unless she's married? Now, the reason I ask this question is because I've been seeing all week. I've been even in like disputes, and a little bit of drama. And one of the things that was thrown up to me and I keep seeing is like, you're not married, you don't have no man allegedly, and what are you good for and all this stuff. And my thing on that is, do I have to be married to be complete? I also like to say that I like the comment that everyone is leaving me. Excuse me, because somebody is calling me on my Instagram page. I don't know why they're doing that. But I was looking at some of the comments. I know a lot of you guys are in here that leave the comments on the shorts and the videos, and I appreciate it. I want to say thank you so much, everybody that's in the comments. I so appreciate y'all. One of the comments that I did see, and I probably should have highlighted the name, but when the gentleman left the comment, he didn't get a lot of love. So I didn't want to put him on blast like that. They kind of got at him. His comment was, I think women need to be fixed because the ultimate goal in life to be happy, technically, was to be a married woman. I had an issue with that, but I am what they call a peacemaker when I'm over here on YouTube. And I just want to ask, like, my beautiful queens, my handsome king up here, what do you think about that, about marriage? Whether you want to talk about it from like a woman, a woman not being married, a man not being married, what do you think about a woman that's not married?
Would you like me to answer first, or you like the lady to?
Yeah, whoever want to go first.
Go ahead, King.
Well, I just got into a situation where within 1 week of dating her, I don't even believe it was dating to me, but with 1 week of dealing with her, she was already asking me questions of if I would ever want to get married, or if that's my future, and that all she really wants is to be a housewife. Oh. And it was interesting. But also, I was wondering where she came from with that, because I think it's because of her parenting, because her mother and her father are still together. And I believe that her wanting this is only because of the way her parents raised her, and not because of the way society is, because the way society is, they're not very fond of marriage. So, and I think that I've always thought that the purpose was for women to not just to be married, but to be able to take care of the family, to have children, and continue the legacy. That's what I thought it was. I didn't think it was just for a piece of paper that was created, not made less than 20 years ago.
No, I understand that. And you made a good point, right? About how you were raised, and I, if somebody else want to go, because I got a story about that.
How did you see her again after that?
It lasted about 2 weeks after that.
Oh,
how did you feel some type of way when she brought up marriage that fast?
Yes, it scared me a little bit, and it was already worse because she was a very clingy individual, where she called me like every 3 hours per day. I had to see her every day, and if I didn't come over, she had an attitude.
Wow.
Do you think it had something to do with age? Was she younger?
She's only 4 years younger than me.
Huh.
And I'm 39.
But a wife would want to see you every day, number one. She wouldn't want for her husband to be gone. And then not only that, but a wife would probably want for her husband to answer when She calls because the house might be on fire. And then if you don't, then your wife then what?
But you got to get there first.
Yeah, right. It's only been less than a month. That's too fast.
That's scary.
You have to get to know
Well,
someone.
she just thought you was a good candidate, brother.
Well, I made the right decision to not follow through with that, and they showed their true colors. They went to everyone on social media and just made up a whole bunch of things about me.
Oh shit!
Why? See that wasn't the one for you. That's crazy.
It wasn't.
I knew it in my heart that it wasn't the one for me, but
But
like,
you didn't dump her immediately, so you tried.
Right. I always try. That's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's no joke. So let me ask you something. Before that happened, have you ever thought about have you ever thought about marriage before that? Like before she did that weird stuff?
To be honest, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that a lot of men think about marriage. I think we're more focused on what we can get at the moment and making money.
Right, especially making money. Yeah. Yeah. I learned that from Steve Harvey from the book.
I don't like him. He gave away too many tricks, man. I don't like him.
And it's wild that he says that because, like, I just heard a story about a woman who actually got a divorce because she didn't want to be known as the missus. She didn't want to be known as the kid's mom. So she did not feel complete in her marriage because she wasn't given her own title. You get what I'm saying? She's known as the boy's mom, as his wife, and that's it. And so she wanted a divorce because of that. So being married sometimes does not make women complete.
But why didn't she just find something to do?
That's
Like she
another
could have
thing
gone to
too.
school, got herself a career. She had to get a divorce to be like, now you're the divorcee, bitch, who divorced for a dumbass reason.
Wait,
Oh,
let
that's
me tell
another
you the part
telltale
about it.
sign.
Let
When
me
you
throw
don't
this
give
part in
women,
here.
like, they say this in the red pill talk, but this is reality. If you don't give women something to do, like to keep them busy, like their mind will wander and they will think about other things. They will be like, oh, he doesn't pay me any attention. He must not want me. Things of this nature. When you just give them things to do, they're not really thinking about whatever. Like, that's why they say it should be good for a man to have a business, and his wife should be able to work for the business, support the business, be a partner to the business, something like that. Because she always got something to do. There's nothing to worry about because she's always in tune with you. She's always connected with you, business wise, and obviously personally. And there's nothing to really worry about. She always has something to do.
That makes us
Keep them
sound like
busy.
dogs.
Really?
Well, it's
As if we ain't busy. Like,
it's
I
not.
need you to tell me to do something, or I won't know what to do.
Well, some of them are like that. That's
Yeah.
the thing about it. That's why some women don't have to be married to be whole because they already have found themselves. So they're not looking for the validation of their husband. They're only looking to be a contribution.
Is that like the how can I say it? Like the real super prissy women that we talking about that like may have the idle time that may
Yes,
not
usually the
know what
pretty
to do with
girls.
themselves.
The pretty girls you see that not really working, or that they are working, they're doing work from home, they drink all day, they party. Those women, yeah.
I do
Right.
all of that too, but at the same time, the thing about it is that I was complete within myself. I didn't need for my spouse to tell me what to do. And then
Mm-hmm.
with all of that said, that woman, they filed that divorce, and 10 years later, guess what?
Remarried?
They still married because the paperwork didn't go through.
Oh wow. Hey beauty, how you doing, Queen? Welcome to the panel.
Yeah, we up. What up?
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
How you doing?
What we talking about right now, right? We were talking about like how do you feel about women that are like not married? Do they feel like do you feel like happiness you know the complete happiness would be if they were married. Like if you're not married, you're not happy. I was talking about one of our viewers that put up a comment over the weekend saying that women need to be fixed because if they're not married, then they're not reaching like the ultimate goal in life. You know, they won't have complete happiness. You know, I want to know what you think about that.
I think a few things about it. One, I do believe that a lot of women do need to be fixed, but I don't think that has anything to do with being married. I believe that marriage does add to the happiness, but I don't think we as women need to be married to be happy. I don't agree with that.
Right.
I don't think marriage is for everyone.
Yes.
You're right about that.
Yes. Because I'm starting to notice like that people throw it in like arguments as daggers. You know, I'm starting to notice that I didn't caught a couple of them daggers, you know, and I'm not the average woman. I'm a woman that you know does not want to get married and doesn't have any kids.
Oh.
You know, so it's like I don't know, like people use that all the time, but then I look and I be like, but damn, I'm happy. Like you know, and
But if you met a man that's in your tax bracket that you were requiring and he was a good man, you wouldn't eventually consider it?
I'm gonna be honest, and this is gonna sound bad. I always say it. Y'all know me. I am on the ring challenge. I have two. I'm working on the next one. I still haven't felt like I need to get married. You know, and I just feel like I don't know. I guess I can say I found the right man, but I just like this is the thing, right? And I wanted to ask you because you said it when you was talking, Anthony. You were saying about how like people were raised like me, and this is a big reason why marriage looks a little funny to me, right? My parents were together 34 years, right? I have always been, you know what I'm saying? I've always had my father in the house, my mother in the house, but when I tell you. They fought like cats and dogs. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't, like, they were tight, but they would be arguing all the time. And you get what I'm saying? You know, and they even died within the same year, right? The funny thing about it was all the love in 34 years. And well, my moms didn't even want to be buried next to him. I had to bury them too, like across the street from each other.
Wow.
Oh,
I was just like,
That's
I don't
wild.
want to do that.
now we see your views on marriage.
Wow. I get it now.
Yeah, I'm just
Well,
like,
she said they did say till death do us part, so I guess she figured like once we gone, then I don't have to be next to you no more. And she kept that commitment until they were not alive anymore.
And
yeah,
evolution.
because they did stay together. I mean, they sure did. Like, you know,
Loyal.
and I put them right across the street from each other in the cemeteries so that if they got back together or they found some harmony in heaven, they could walk across the street and see each other. You know what I'm saying?
At least she's loyal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a plan, you know what I'm saying? But they was always together. I was just like, come on, that's too much. And when I look at marriage a lot, I haven't really found someone that I don't know. I could be with you every day, but that don't mean I want to split up half or anything with you. Like I need my space sometimes. And it's like, that's not ideal for marriage, you know?
The other thing I'm going to say about marriage
Yes, it is.
Hi, how are you? Welcome to the panel.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Right.
What's up?
The other thing I want to say about marriage is I don't think that one of the main reasons why I don't feel like marriage is because y'all hear me?
Pardon me, can I send a request to Denny Love?
Sure.
The reason why I don't think marriage is for everyone is because some people do not have what it takes to be married, but yet they want to be married. And for the sake of being married, if that makes sense, and I can repeat it for the people in the back. Some of us do not have what it takes to be married, but we want to be married for the sake of being married. That shit makes no sense to me. I feel like if you don't have what it takes, whatever that is for you, why would you want to bring that into a commitment? Because it's a contract to me. Marriage is a contract. Of course, there's other layers to the contract, but you want to commit yourself to this person for what reason? Because I want to be married, because I need to have 3 carats. But what about all that marriage entails? Are you bringing all that along with that contract that you're about to sign? 9 times out of 10 people are not. And that's why I don't think marriage is for everybody, nor should we all want and strive to be married. But you don't have, like you want to build a house, right? And you need tools. So to me, women, I'm going to speak on women because I can't speak on men. Women want what they're not willing to give. Please give me a husband, but I'm not going to give him wife material, but just give me the husband because I need to be married.
Like right
And I
now,
guess that's what Anthony was saying too. Like the wife that he wants is, if he was to get married, the wife that he wants is not going to be blowing up his phone. She ain't going to be at home sitting around like, ooh, I need something to do. She going to
right,
go find her something productive to do with herself.
right. That doesn't involve like what they're doing in the streets now, right?
Right. I said productive.
Some people, that's productive.
Hey,
Guys that think they get a lot of women, they think they're productive.
Let me ask you, since you're new to the panel, Joe MT, am I saying that right?
Yeah, Joe Mountain.
Joe Mount. Okay. How do you feel about this topic? And
About from what I'm trying to catch it in. That's the reason why I haven't spoken on the topic. But for the aspect of
yeah, income.
people who want to get married, who want to be at that level of commitment, the vast majority of people today are not ready for that commitment because they have not undergone personal growth to the point where they have something more to offer other than constant and consistent change with that other person. And, it used to be you grow old together, not growing into different changes, different periods of your life together. You would just grow old together. And so a lot of people I see, especially in my time in the military, I saw people rushing to get married, but they didn't know what they wanted in a spouse. And they didn't know who they were as a person. And I always put it as, if you try to build a house while 2 different people are pouring the concrete foundation, it ain't going to set right. And it's going to take time, money, and energy for that house to be a happy home. Because if not, without that proper maintenance, it's just going to fall apart anyway.
Facts.
yes, and in divorce, and that's, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Especially not ending well. As I was doing like my research, because I know a lot of people know I get these clips all the time, right? Just because I want to throw things out there at the panel, it was so discouraging. It was so discouraging looking at the clips, and they were all kinds of clips, 1-minute clips, 16-minute clips, and out of all the clips, it looked like the and in the air quotations, it was that women are the reason for divorce. Women are not ready to get married. Everything was women. And I was like, dang, we the problem for everything. Like,
I don't think they're the reason for divorce. They're the ones that initiate divorce 80% of the time.
that was there too.
And that's
Correct.
because the
We
thing
try to
about it
escape.
is
They're
that
gonna do
one
the
thing I
paperwork.
was
Women
one
are
thing
going
I
to
was
do the paperwork. Men will push you away till you snap because they don't want to leave. And a lot of women are scared to leave because you're our biggest threat, always.
and the
So
thing that I
that's
was
when we
taught
get
was
the courage to fill out the paperwork because your lazy ass ain't gonna do it.
Right.
and
Who
that's
wants
what
to
I
have
was told. I was
half
told
of their assets taken away?
the woman sets the house. I was told like the woman sets the tone in the household, right? So part of the problem that a lot of people have is that, okay, if I work a 12-hour shift, right, or I own my own business, some men, some men believe that they should not have to pick up what she cannot pick up. And then they say that, okay, well, you need to be home more, right? But then when she's home more, she's not happy. And this is where it comes to everybody's definition of what makes them whole and complete is different. Some women may feel that because of the household that they've grown up in, they may feel like they don't need a man. So they can live without one. And then you have some women who were learned, they learned how to live in tandem. But some people don't want to live in tandem where if I'm at work 12 hours, I come home and I got to wash dishes, I got to cook, I got to clean, I got to change diapers, I got to pick up the kids. And then you at home because you work 12 hours too, but guess what you doing? You sleep.
We
Video
trying
game,
to. We
chilling.
trying to. You know, it's crazy. I don't play
You
video
playing
games
the
no more, but
game.
we
You
trying to.
playing the game. And I'm running behind the kids.
By yourself.
But
You go
So
usually
why
men
be
have
married
more
if that's
labor
what it's gonna
intensive
be?
jobs. Men have usually more labor intensive jobs, so it makes more sense that we would be tired when we go home.
Is that always true?
Whose
Is
fault
But
is
that
if you
that?
guys
always?
are if you guys are so much stronger than us, the thing about it is that our world is just as tolling as yours was. If I got to go work a 12-hour shift, I got to make sure I come home safe too. I got to make sure I get home as a black woman with locks. I don't end up Sandra Bland on the side of the freeway.
That
I got
part.
the same issue.
Oh, if not extra. Because now
Yeah.
we have to pretend and smile to men so that they feel better. We have to
And then if
validate
I work with a
every
bunch of
single
men,
man. Hold on, we got to validate every single man in the room all day long, plus do our daily work, and then come home and validate your ass and chase these little motherfuckers around.
and then
And
we got to make sure we ain't too friendly with another man so he don't get it twisted and try to take advantage of us.
All
That's
right,
true.
ladies, y'all about to kill me with this one, right? But yo, I am super domesticated. All the stuff y'all talking about, as y'all talking about it, is making me really happy. I just don't want to get married, but I would do all of that. Like I would love to come home and have that man walk through the door after a hard day and break him down even more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the good way.
Elaborate.
Like, yeah, I want that. Like, but I just don't want to be married. I don't.
The
You know what I'm
thing
saying?
about
It's the
marriage is
contract part that scares me a little bit.
the thing about marriage is all it means is that the day that he's gone or you're gone, the government is going to get it from you or
Yeah,
he's
that's a
going to get it
problem.
from him. It's a business contract is what it is. And the thing about it is that's why when you get married, yeah, when they running your husband's stuff, they running in yours too. But if y'all
Dang.
not
Correct.
if you not married, they not running through your stuff. They only looking through her stuff, his stuff. So it's not tied in together.
Unless you guys are both listed on whatever loan that you guys are for,
Exactly.
or title of property.
Exactly. But it
Because
just gives the
at the
government the
end of the
okay to go
day,
in on both of y'all.
the biggest benefit is tax relief. But even then, those are getting cut and chopped down more and more so. And then, till the death do us part, one of the things that plays into that is that if you were married or are married, then the government will acknowledge that more so when it goes into probate. So it has more to do with your direct connection. So that way you have sort of a backing as a non-relative to take over primary care of the children, take over primary care of the household or cars or anything like that. Because my wife, if I pass away, all of our vehicles except for 2 are in our names together. I got a little tiny beater car that's it in just my name, and my motorcycle is just in my name. But at the end of the day, if for some reason, God forbid, I pass away, she would be the first in line to fight the government to say, hey, no, these were his. They are now mine. Lay off of them.
Yeah.
Because if not, then the government can just go, oh, well, these are abandoned and now they're our property.
And when I was working for the tax
That's
insurance,
a
when I was
lot.
working doing taxes, one of the things that and this goes out to Anthony with his girl who, his ex-girl who just wanted to get married and sit at home. This was the crazy part about it. So 40 years later, right? Homegirl go to file taxes and they tell her that she owe all this money behind her husband. And she's like, wait a minute. I don't know what you're talking about. Then the crazy part about it is guess how her 20, 30-year-old kids is looking at her? Like, Ma, how you didn't know what was going on the tax side of it, right? And so now mom is looking stupid because she don't know nothing because she been sitting up under this man for the last 40 years and he been telling her whatever she want to hear. And they've been living nice, all of that. And then guess what? Tax season hit and he gone. And guess what? So is all they stuff.
Yep.
and all their money, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of because, like, how can I say it? Like with my job, whatever pension I get, my spouse gets too. So I gotta pick very wisely on who my spouse is gonna be. You get what I'm saying?
No,
And then there's this thing of like for the men that have kids, the kings that have kids, child support don't love nobody. Not even your soon to be wife.
So once the
They don't
men
even
lose
love your
child
baby
support
mama.
to the
That's why my baby daddy is $13,000 in debt in child support because they don't even love me enough to take it from him when he making the money.
men lose from child support a lot more than they take a lot more losses for child support.
But you see, but then it's a we thing. It's our child support now, and I ain't had them kids. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that too. Like I always ask, like if I get in a new relationship or whatever, I always ask, well, how's your situation going with your kids, and are y'all on child? Because I need to know all that. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, because a lot of my relationships they kind of end heavy. So kind of they don't end. You know what I'm saying? So my thing on that is.
I thought she meant end heavy, like you got to put a restraining order out or something.
Nah, that was only one time.
That's how mine ended. One of mine ended like
but that
that.
was only twice. That was only twice.
What?
But
I don't got no restraining orders for anybody I dealt with.
But with marriage, it's easier when it does come for the split up and the child custody. With marriage, it's easier because he right there. He own the birth certificate. You ain't got to look for him. So it's actually a plus when it comes to that. Because if you do split up, guess what? Your ass be in court, separate the way the shit's supposed to separate, the same we separate assets. You have no excuse where I'm not a part of it because you did this and I'm just a baby dad. That's one thing you get to fight less on.
let me welcome we got our new guests here. Hey y'all. We got Miss Polly, right? All right, hey sis. And we got I hope I'm saying this right. It's our bloodline. Am I saying that right? Hey King. Thank y'all for coming over today. We got a full panel.
The mutants.
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing?
Sure.
This is going to sound mean, but the Bronx in me is going to say this. They always call people hurt. They say people are hurt. And I say this to women. If you are hurt and you have traumas that you have not healed and you still talk about your past as if it affects your today, don't get married because all you're doing is bringing him into all your bullshit. And until you can heal all that bullshit, get a dog and stay by yourself and talk to the therapist and go on.
Chewy.
Right.
I got it.
No, I get it. I thought she was going to say get a dog and die alone. I really thought.
No, I was going to say die. Nope, just leave my two sons alone and all the other men until you figure it out. That's just fair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I got some clips and there was some questions in the comments. People say I don't answer their questions. So, and yes, y'all can send me criticism on stuff that I'm not doing so I can have everything right. I got that twice. Like, I put some questions in there and you ain't answer none of my questions. Matter of fact, we up had all the questions. We up
here now. Perfect.
Yeah, we up here. Okay, so at least I won't get that.
Good. That's what we need to do, be on the panels asking questions.
Because this is my thing, right? Like, what do y'all think of women that are not married that are over 40?
There's something wrong that they're not married. I always, whenever someone tells me, she'd be like, I'm 45, I'm 42, and she's not even seeing anyone right now. She's just like, I'm just single, and I just want to be single. I choose to be single, and I just feel like there's something wrong. There has to be an issue. There has to be a reason for her to be like that. The same thing they say about us. When I say I'm single because I don't agree with everyone. Sometimes I like more of my space than I should. I like more personal space than I should. But I'm an only child. I like being alone sometimes. So it's like, if I hear you arguing about me like spending time, and it's like I just told you like 8 o'clock on it, but like, you know what I'm saying?
I understand. I'm so used to being by myself. It's like, I want to be clingy with people, but it's like, I know how to turn it on and off. Like, I'm saying? How not to get my feelings hurt. you know, I guess that's what, like a guard up. You got a guard up or something. I don't know. Are any of the ladies like really like loners? Anybody here loners or anything like that?
Yes, I've always been.
Like a loner, right? Do you find that like hard to have relationships because you're a loner?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I figured my attachment style. I figured out my attachment style is detachment. So when I want to be by myself, I want to be by my fucking self. I'm not cuddly, so that's a problem. If we're touching, then we're fucking. So I don't do the PDA.
You're a man just like me then. Jesus Christ. That's what I am. Like, yo, every 5 minutes, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's go time. Let's get in the stairwell. So it's difficult. I don't get jealous, and men kind of need that. They need that kind of validation that, oh, this shows you care. And then I just get turned on.
I don't know what men you deal with, because we don't want to be bothered. Just come give us a pussy when it's time, and you can do whatever you need to do for the rest of the day. You're in the house, right? All right, cool.
Yeah, nigga, take the trash out when you go.
Yeah, okay. Cause and this is a question, y'all. Another question. Marcus Buckner, he said he wanted to know how come kids can't go to daycare when you're doing 12-hour shifts at work while your husband is at the gym or working out. He wants to know if y'all can answer that question, because I know some of the ladies have said about working them long shifts. And let me ask you something: is the woman at home, are we putting these kids in daycare, or the woman's taking care of the kids?
It all depends if it makes more financial sense to put them in daycare. Because if you're just going to work and the only thing that you're paying for is daycare plus $50, then I'd rather work that overtime and make that $50 and have my children with their mom, rather than put them in daycare where they're put in with everybody else. Now, if it's a question of hey, we're both making the same amount of money, bringing it in, and financially that makes sense, okay, good. I want you to pursue your career, your avenue, without having to fully take a sideline for our kids. But the same goes for me. If I could stay home and watch the kids, I have no problem doing that now, because I've already worked my career. I still have passive income coming in now. So if she's like, okay, now I'm going to do me, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to get my career, by all means, I'll stay home and watch the kids.
But to think about it, if both spouses are working 12 hours a day, what time do you have for the children?
Correct.
Yeah.
Why you already know you don't belong down there.
My bad. If you want to work out because you want to send the kids to daycare to work out, nigga, chase them kids, run around the park, and get your workout on.
And do calisthenics in the house.
Use it as an excuse so you can bang the neighbor. We ain't stupid.
Do calisthenics. All right, get that little perfect push-up shit.
Exactly. Put a baby on your back while you do the push-ups.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, can I say something?
Do curl-ups with them.
Yeah, work out with the babies.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to ask though, and it's from the other question, and then I'm gonna play a clip for y'all, and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. When y'all said it was something wrong with like women that are not married by 40, what do you think that's wrong with them? That's what I wanted to ask.
Can I answer this? Let me answer this.
Sure.
Now,
okay, wait to say what's wrong with the bitches.
That's my son.
He got his list at the ready. Look, he's looking for the list.
I fuck with him, bro. I fuck with him. He know what he's talking about.
Here's my take on this. Now, this is what I don't understand. A lot of women would say, I'm single until I'm married. You hear a lot of women that be talking and go, I'm single until I'm married. Right? Do y'all believe in this statement?
Believe in what?
Meet somebody to be married.
What?
To get married.
He
a
said,
lot of women will say, I'm single until I'm married. So if they talking to a man even if they're in a relationship, they would be like, well, I'm not married, so I'm still single. Do you believe in that statement?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there's no in between. It's either you single or you married.
So
That-
if
that
you're in a,
time
so
in
if you're in a
between is they
relationship,
get you to
so
marry.
if you're a woman and you don't want to get married and you're in a relationship, what is that?
A relationship. It's
So you're not
just
But what,
single,
but what is it?
According to the government, nothing.
but you're
yeah.
not
There's
technically
there's
single.
no check mark for girlfriend when you filling out paperwork, sir.
But this is what I'm trying to
Damn
say though.
straight.
So
But that doesn't
you're
make you
telling
single.
people you're telling people you're in a relationship but you're not married, so you're really single.
Mhm.
Is that how it is?
You are single.
You are single.
Until you got that ring on your finger. Well, I tell you what, not even because I done had a couple of rings on my finger. Until you walk down the aisle, you jump that broom. I know, Joe Mount. You're gonna get to know me because I want you to come back because you're very
So
good on this
every
panel.
So
You're
with this
gonna get to
logic,
know me.
no
listen
one's
to the
ever in a
logic.
relationship,
To
and
the
we're all
logic.
single.
That's what I'm trying to say. Just listen to the logic. If you ask a woman right now, what would you want to get married for? 9 times out of 10, a lot of them won't have a real answer. Ask a man, why does he want to get married? He has a clear-cut answer on why he wants to get married because he understands the direction that he's going in from the gate.
And he
Let's
knows automatically
test
that's the
that
woman
theory.
that he wants to spend his
He
life
knows
with.
automatically what he's getting himself
It's
Let's
into.
test that theory.
reasons.
Ask the women on the panel.
But
It's
that's why
only two
Anthony
reasons.
said. That's why Anthony said he wasn't trying to marry the woman that he wanted to get married, that wanted to marry him, because at the end of the day, she was offering something that he did not want. That was not the end result for him, was somebody sitting at home blowing his phone up and not having nothing to do.
You
And
didn't
if
get
she
a
right,
chance
and
to
if she was a
actually even
different
love
type,
her.
if she wasn't like there's a lot of other factors to that, like she's alcoholic and things like that. Things that those are my red flags. I don't even really drink that much. So I got red flags if you drink every day. You wake up drinking. You wake up 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you get up and you start drinking and shit. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
my
love
wife.
her? Did you love her? Like, were you in love?
No.
That okay? Thank you.
But see, so all right, so
Thank
every
you. Right?
woman,
Either they're in
so
love,
you're right.
or they don't want nobody else to have sex with you.
I think it
every
was both.
woman,
Two reasons why men get married. Because men
No,
don't. I feel like
men
men
get
don't even get
married.
married now when you're pregnant anymore, like they used to back in the days.
A lot of times we
No.
get married because we be trapped by y'all. We're like, yo, we get you pregnant. You talk about, I'm not having a kid unless I'm married.
Oh, okay. So 3 reasons.
Listen, men get married. A lot of men that I know who get married, they're done playing games. At a certain age, as an adult, you should be done playing games. You should have had your fun. You did your thing. It's all right outside, but you don't want to be outside no more. I think women who don't want to get married is only because they don't want to be held accountable, because in a marriage, you have to be accountable. And in a relationship, you don't have to be accountable. In a relationship, you just got to make each other feel good. But that's not what marriage is about. Marriage is not about making someone feel good. So in a relationship, it's easier to duck responsibilities than it is in a marriage.
True, because you don't have responsibilities. You're just hanging out, nigga.
And it's okay if you go
You don't have to
24
work.
hours without calling that person back. And it's okay if you don't come home at night when you're in that boyfriend, girlfriend stage. But when you married, guess what? You expected to call back.
That's
You're
right.
expected to come home.
You expected to check in.
That's why I need to have that connection that I want, that I need, before I do that. Like I can't just be with anyone and be like, yeah, I might as well just marry you just because you're here. That's not right for the woman. That's hurting her feelings because she's gonna realize that I don't feel the same way she does.
And then that's like treating her like a doggy too. Like we was talking about earlier, like you just leave her at home in the backyard
Oh.
Right. And go do your own thing.
and
Like,
go
yeah,
do
I'll be
your own
back.
thing.
I'll
You go
call
kick
you.
it with the boys, you go kick it with your moms, you go kick it with the family and stuff. And then you come home and your doggy's sitting there. And I've told a man before, like one man tried to do me like that. And I said, you better be happy I wasn't no dog in this house because you would have had ish everywhere.
For real.
And then when you're out at 40 years old, how you introducing this man to everybody? This is my boyfriend at 40? Knock it off.
Right.
Well, I mean, if
I
the
never
shoe
thought
fits,
of
the
it
shoe
like
fits.
that.
This is my friend. Because
How do
I'm
people
single.
think of you when you're older and you start dating again? I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
I
good
mean, you can't
question.
change the terminology and just say this is my significant other, because the boyfriend girlfriend thing reminds a lot of people of their adolescence when they're in high school,
Yeah.
in their early 20s. But if you say this is my significant other, it okay, cool. That could be your live-in boyfriend for 10 fucking years, or your live-in, whatever. But when you change the terminology of which you speak to that other person, it
Mhm.
changes the aspect of which other people view that person as well.
That's a
True.
fact. That's a
I
fact.
respect that.
I don't ever really worry about what other people think. As
Yeah,
far as
I've
I
had
know,
married women tell me that
I
their
let people
husbands
be
are
my
their
friend.
roommates.
So if I'm out with
That
someone,
happens.
I'm gonna let them
Yeah,
think
because
about
they're
After
cheating on
prolonged
them.
periods of time of marriage, yeah, there are some people who are married that they just have a roommate, which is their spouse, because they figure it's cheaper to keep her, or I just don't want to deal with the other bullshit of going back into dating. So it's more of the road that you know rather than the road that you don't, and that messes with a lot of people day in and day out. But that, once again, that's that communication between the two people. Once that communication breaks down, guarantee the marriage, the relationship, whether it's intimacy, sexuality, all that stuff will fall after.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah, y'all brought some such good questions, especially that what do you call? I don't know. Sometimes I guess I say husband, hubby. This is a
Oh, for real?
little
Oh, so you
cute
jumped
name.
up to
Yeah, this is
husband
my hubby
automatically.
right here. Like,
So,
wait,
husband, hubby.
No
All
wonder
right,
these
wifey.
dudes
People
gave
be
you the ring. They thought you
my
were saying
boo.
yes.
and people be laughing at me because I be
Okay.
posting on Instagram. I'll be like, my husband is cheating on me or he getting his life together, right? And everybody be like, what does she mean? And I'll be like, well, he's either out there with another woman, getting more traumatized, getting more hurt, getting more pain, or he's somewhere getting himself together for through what he's been through and he's preparing himself for me. So he's either cheating right now or he's getting himself together.
Now, can I ask the
All right.
ladies? Can I ask the ladies
Hopefully
this
it's the latter,
question as
not the
well?
former.
Yo,
I
can I
hope
ask the
so because
ladies?
I
Let
ain't
me
trying to
ask you
deal with
ladies
it.
this question. Let me ask you just the ladies this question, and I've heard this a lot. Is there a such thing as a woman performing at girlfriend level and a woman performing at wife level?
Absolutely. I've told a man before when we were just dating that he wasn't getting 100%. I have
How does that work?
What?
Yeah, I'm
because he
confused
wasn't
too.
That's why
because
your
he
ass is
No,
wasn't
I've
single.
done
What's
it.
the
I do
difference
it.
in the
I do
levels?
be-
it.
because there's things I'll do as a wife that I'm not going to do as your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And what's that? Come on, break it down. Break it
Anal.
down, Queen.
So you have sex, but you don't give head. What? I don't
No,
understand.
there's
There
a
you
mag.
go.
No,
Actually,
There you
number
go, Joe
one.
Mountain. There you go, Joe Mountain. That's
well,
exactly
I
what
have.
it is.
What? Y'all
Like
not giving head?
it's
Oh,
not
he
that I won't.
dead.
It's
That's
not that
my
I
favorite
won't
thing to
do it.
do. So I'm gonna
It's
never.
not that I won't. It's that
Hey,
I
He
won't.
didn't even
I
wake up
won't.
yet.
I
You
won't
know
go
what's
above
crazy?
and
I've had every
beyond.
type of woman. Like every
This
single
soul
one of
is
you is the type of
dead.
woman I've dated in my life, and I knew she was gonna say that shit, bro.
I ain't gonna take you
I
long,
love
Renee.
to leave the mystery of what would she do if she was my wife.
Oh,
I
Yes,
love to
Break
leave
that
exactly.
that
line.
mystery.
no
I knew
anal,
she
Well,
was
I,
gonna say that
I do
shit.
the same thing. I do the
Oh,
same thing though when I date. Do the
So
same
wait.
thing.
My
Let's
question is is
let's
listen,
is it
listen.
violate.
No
just
head. Listen for the
Wait,
ladies.
sex?
don't you
No
put
head.
yourself on mute?
No head. Listen, listen,
I
listen.
just want
No
to
I'm
let
head.
not
everybody
listening.
talk. That's all, and I
Listen.
want to be able to listen. So I put
For the
myself on mute.
ladies, listen. I love you
Nay,
all. I love you all. For the ladies who
let's
don't
talk.
want to give up no head, take your childish ass to bed. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Go take your
I would
childish
say that
ass
too.
to bed.
Yeah, I
We're
You're
agree.
not
not
going
doing
That's
anywhere.
that.
why I'm not eating
These
shit.
dudes
I
are
agree.
dead. What is going on?
But this is the
Okay.
thing, as your girlfriend, I'm not about to put
Here.
myself in a position because I've been a girlfriend before. So, and I've got 4 kids. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is that I'm not going to put myself in a position again to have a kid by somebody like we just got done talking about who can get up and move away 300 miles and I can't find them.
then you definitely
All
need to be
right.
a swallow captain.
All right. So what can a
Absolutely,
man? What
$100%.
can a?
No, but see,
All
this
right.
is the
Listen.
thing
Listen.
about
Depends
it.
on
Listen.
the
Hold on,
Listen.
level
wait.
of
Hey,
the lady.
Corset. And the
So
thing about it
here's
is
my
I
last
am.
question.
I
Here's
am
my
and I
last
can
question to
be.
the
I am
ladies.
and I can be. But the thing about it is that when I want to be the swallow captain, I'll be that for my husband.
All right. So what? This is the last
A
question for the
swallow
ladies. I know
captain
somebody
should
else
be
want to say something. I know somebody else want to say something.
I want to
Even
answer your
the dog
question, sir.
saying something
I want
wrong.
Listen,
Even the
I
dog
want to
talking
answer
shit.
that
I heard that
question.
too.
listen.
Dog was
Here's
like,
I'm
my
done,
last
Nah, the
dog.
question.
dog's
Not
been
the
yelling
dog.
at the
Is talking.
female.
Yo, here's my last question for the ladies,
Can
and
I answer the
I'm
first
getting somebody
question?
else want to say something.
I want to
So
answer the first question.
Wait, wait, wait.
wait,
Beauty
someone
want
wanted
to
to
answer the
answer.
first question. Hold up, we up.
go
The-
ahead.
Beauty,
Yeah,
answer that question.
I do too. As like
Ask
you said,
the
I do
question
too.
again.
Okay.
We up.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I don't give the full access when
We
we're
up.
not talking.
Ask the question again. We up, please.
Okay. Yeah, I want the ladies to answer this one by one. Ask that question, we up, because that was a great question.
Facts.
Yeah, that was perfect.
I forgot about that shit
I got
already.
you.
No,
I
you
got you.
I know
come
what
on.
God
question
I
damn.
got
he
you.
asked. I
Come on,
remember
It was
too.
the difference between girlfriend duties and wife
And
duties.
wife
And
Is
wife
there a
duties.
difference?
And so me personally, I think it depends on the woman or the female or the girl or the large fowl that you're dealing with at the time. Because if you're dealing with a full woman, she gonna do everything that she would do for you, to you, and with you, regardless of the status. Because that's who I am. It has nothing to do with who you are. I'm done.
Nah, that's how
Right,
you stay
Queen?
unmarried.
Yes,
Nah.
Lucia.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
a
giving a
fact.
man.
Married,
I'm
you
not
can't
giving
That's
a
a
man.
fact.
If the man
Polly,
is not
say,
giving
Polly.
100%, if the
you
man
know,
is
All right.
not giving 100%, I'm not giving 100%. So what do I look like giving you 100% and you giving me 30?
All
You
right.
gonna
okay,
spend
so I got a
100% of these
question.
bills?
I got
Can
a
I?
question.
All right. Go
I
ahead.
got a question. So if you're not giving that man like
Nothing.
fellatio, is he doing the same? Is he doing that to you?
He better be.
So
Can I
you're not
ask this
giving him
question to
nothing,
you,
but he's supposed
ladies?
to. Right.
Here's
No,
the
no,
late.
no, no, no,
Here's the
no. So
question.
this is what I'm saying.
Time for me to check out.
So, okay, I'm just going to give you an example. So if you want me to SOD until I top you off, guess what? When are you ever doing that for me? If you're not ever doing that for me, what will happen is it will start to decline. So one day you'll come home and be like, baby, can you woo? And I'll be like, skirt, no. Because when you did it for me last. Because any man would not like for a woman to come and sit on his face 2 times, 3 times a day. And then when he want his DS, he talking, it ain't happening.
And real quick to the panel, my response is not just
Selfish.
sexual. It's not just everything I
Right.
said is not applicable to the
All right.
sexual part of
Right,
the religion.
right.
There are some women, females, broads, and all those other names that I said that say, I'm not cooking for a man. If he's not my man, I'm not cooking for him. Me personally, I think that that's ridiculous because I still
Yeah.
get to eat. So he's eating if I know him 4 days, 7 days, whenever he comes over. If I cook, he's eating and I'm making his plate too. That's
Can I
off
ask you a
rip.
question? For
Here's my thing. My
one day
question
when
to
you
the
can't, one
ladies.
day when you can't cook, right? Is he gonna cook? So one day, say for instance, you go down for a week, right? You go down for a week. What you gonna be eating for a week? Is he gonna be cooking for you? Is he gonna be cleaning up the house, or are y'all gonna be living in hell for that week?
He
He
would
gonna have to.
Yes.
Listen, I'm not asking anybody to do anything that they can't do for me and I can't do for them. So yes, he would reciprocate. Life is about that. I'm not dating nobody that's not gonna give me what I'm giving them. That don't even make no sense.
100.
No?
Can I ask this
My
question for
bad,
you, ladies?
badass.
You said why you paying that?
Ladies, this is the last question to you, ladies. Here's the last question to you,
Wait,
ladies.
we up. I want some
Yeah.
other women to answer
All
that
right.
question.
Call it.
Because
Nah,
that's a
you
good
depending what
question,
you said.
we
I
up.
don't even need
Nah,
head.
you
Just
a
speed it
legend
up.
with the
Great
questions.
question.
That's a good question.
I love
Can
that
I get some of the other ladies to answer that question? Because I want to ask y'all something. When did it not become that? Since we are talking about the sexual part, it's 10 o'clock, right? When did that not become our superpower? Like the sex that I give is my superpower. The head that I give is my superpower. So
My
when you want
love
to
is
act up
right.
out in
No,
them
it's not.
streets, you
It's
want to
not.
My
think
kiss
about
is
Your
that
right.
other
superpower
girl.
is being
My
able to
body's
guide us.
right.
Your
Yeah, that's
superpower is
right.
able to guide us, protect the children, like support, like take care of the children, like keep the house in order. That's the superpower. Like
respect.
anybody can have sex.
Yeah,
It's
respect.
different
Every,
over
we
here
all
in New
got dick.
York.
We all can fuck
No,
something.
It's
And
respect.
y'all
different
No,
over
all
here.
have
Anthony,
You
vaginas.
when
can
I was in
change
my
your
30s.
whole
Anthony,
mind, your
you need
whole
to
day
give
with some good head. I could change all your plans. You
Anthony
know what I'm
needs to
saying?
give We Up his old girl.
We'll
That's what
forget
needs to
about
happen.
everything you were supposed to do that day. I have you for the whole weekend. Like it
All
was
right.
always a superpower. That's why I'm like, we not doing that. Like or nothing. We not having sex at all.
Yo, because listen,
That used to be the
listen,
superpower. Like,
He probably know her already on IG.
listen. Can I? Let me just
I mean,
get
I
this
got
out,
2 rings
please.
off the superpower. That's why I'm like,
And
how
I
we
Let
got
me get
doing
three.
this?
this.
Like,
Let me
when did
get
And
this
this
I
stop?
out
got
to the
three.
ladies. I
Yeah,
really want to
right.
get this
Like,
out to
yeah,
the
when did
ladies.
this stop?
I
Oh,
want to get
You
this
know,
last question out
Hold
to
on,
the
you
it's
know, you
ladies.
Mo's
asked
turn
Cause
that
first.
first
He was
question.
just
I can
going.
answer
oh,
it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead. I'm sorry.
I apologize. No, I seen. If I was, well, since I'm in this state of being poly, yeah, there's a line. There's a line. Like, if I'm just getting to know someone, just kind of talking to them, see if they're going to be a potential person to date. Yeah, I don't give them full access. I tell them what the access is. I don't give them the full access to me. And then, once we're together, then they'll get that full access. So it's kind of like, do you want that? Because you want to be able to also give your partners the opportunity to know that they get something that no one else receives also. Because they
Okay.
want it. You know what I'm saying? They're getting something from me that other people don't have access to. So you have to draw that line if you're being popular.
yeah, that's
Okay, so
true.
y'all
Yeah, that's
rationing it
true.
out. So
That's
y'all
true. That's
rationing
true.
it
That's
out.
true. Though.
It's just like a line. Like I wasn't at first. I wasn't at first. I really don't have a real line between friendship and relationships, but I had to make one because I didn't realize I was doing that, and it was causing a problem. Like, well, what's the difference? Like, if they can get anything that I can get, and they're not committing to you like me, then what's the point?
Oh yeah.
And that's true. So you have to make a distinction. So like, this is the reason why you get this, and this is why they don't. And you just
It's
whatever
just
that
like in
is.
school. It's just like in school. You either some of your teachers be like you start off with an F, some of them be like you start off with an A. So if I watched you for so this is just where I go from, the picking and choosing aspect of it. Because the picking and choosing aspect. If I sit back and I watch you, right, and I watch all your failed relationships and I watch everything and I watch everything, when I come in, I might give you an A. You get what I'm saying? You might be getting 100. But guess what? When I start realizing why you was broken up with somebody, it start going from 100 to 90 to 80 to 70 to 60. And then you get nothing because I don't go all the way down to I just, once you get that 60, you out. So some people, for the men that I don't get to watch, guess what? You go from zero and you got to build up to that 100. I'm not going to give you that 100 right off the bat. You're going to have to build back. You're going to have to build that up.
That's a
Oh,
fact.
okay.
That's a fact.
All
Can
right.
I get this
Leo,
out?
yeah, I know
Can
you
I
had
get this
another
out?
question.
All right. So now here's the question I'm gonna ask for the ladies. If a woman say she could opt out of doing certain things because she's a girlfriend, what can a man opt out of for the simple fact that he's a boyfriend? What can a man tell you I'm not doing because I'm a boyfriend?
Damn, you on fire,
You would be
Leo.
okay
You
with
could
Pay
tell
that.
me.
your
You could
bills.
tell
Pay
me.
your
I'm just
bills.
Yeah,
Pay
saying.
you
your
could tell me.
bills. Pay your
Yeah, that
bills.
part.
I'm
That
just
Why
part.
saying.
are you paying
Tell me
her
something.
bills and you're not together? What you doing?
Right. Why is she? Well, I've had a man asking. I've had one of the men that I mess with. His brother was like, "What do she be doing all day?" That's what his brother asked him.
But
Because we
women
was just
expect you to
dating.
do
And,
that.
and and guess what I was doing? I was on my wife's. I was sitting in the house all day, cooking, cleaning, taking care of his kids, while his brother asking, "What is she doing?"
To
But
being a badass
that's what I'm
butch.
trying to say. If a woman listen, if a woman can say, I'm not doing this because I am just a girlfriend, and a man has to be cool with that. What can a man say to you that he will not do that you would be okay with because he's a boyfriend?
He could tell me he ain't gonna take the rubber off.
Whatever he
Absolutely
wants.
nothing.
What?
There's
Whatever he
nothing we
wants.
can say.
He could
The
say, "I'm not
answer
gonna
is
take the
none.
rubber off." He could say, I'm like sis said, I'm not gonna pay your bills. He can say, "You're not gonna drive my car." He can say,
Wait,
you said,
access your time. You got to say that one. That's a big one. Men always
yeah.
talking about their time worth it. Like you guys put in all work. Your work is equivalent to time. So if she's asking for a lot of your time, you can say no.
And like
Hey,
Time is the
Anthony
listen,
most
hey,
said,
valuable
she was
commodity
calling.
we have. All
Anthony
we got.
said she was calling too much. So guess what? You're not my wife. And then if you was my wife, I wouldn't want my wife calling me that much.
I think the slip up is that some men think that they have to do these things to get women. And a lot of times, if you don't do it, it doesn't disqualify you. It just means that you standing strong with the hell you mean and what you say. Because if you know you have to go do something and you're willing to sacrifice, let's say you go to work, you have certain bills, you got to pay the stuff, you want to get to a place in your life, and you're willing to sacrifice your stability and all that for a woman who doesn't even look interested in you, she's barely looking at you, then you're making bad decisions. So that's on you. You need to say no. Saying no is not bad all the time.
That's the problem though, because a lot of younger women nowadays they really
Stop
perceive
chasing the
men.
younger women who don't make sense, because now you're not stating your purpose and following what you should do as a man.
Shit, even younger, as in 30 years old, they're still doing the same thing. They want men to spend money on them, and
So then
that's
why
the
are you
only
chasing those
option.
women? There are plenty of women
And
out here who
don't
aren't doing
sacrifice.
that.
Congratulations.
Don't
Plenty of
sacrifice.
women. There are
Don't.
plenty of them.
There is so
Where?
many. Hold on. There are so many ugly bitches out here who will have you on their couch
Ugly
for
bitches.
free, sir.
I don't want no ugly
Know
bitches.
your
Man.
tax bracket, sir. That's the problem with you men. Y'all won't.
Thing to take is
Y'all
get an
want
ugly girl.
the mountaintop when all you have is hole in the ground money. It'll be in that hole in the ground with the ants that you can attract.
But this is where I say people be trying to date out of their league, though. You trying to date somebody. Okay, so even with this said, bro, we can go back to this. I'm not going to pay for your weave. I'm not going to pay for your nails to get done. Because at the end of the day, if I'm just your boyfriend and I know you probably going to go out with another man, or I know I'm just your girlfriend and I know I might buy you a pair of $250 shoes and then you go out with another female and wear them, what I look like. So it's the same thing with
I
y'all.
don't like
Y'all
that.
don't.
Let
Yeah,
me tell you
y'all
why I don't like that.
don't dress up a girl. Don't dress up a girl for her to be with you if that's not the one that's with you like that.
Right,
That's
and if
true.
you're doing that, you should know that's your woman. And boyfriends, yeah, y'all can buy y'all woman stuff. If y'all know she like her hair done, her nails done, or she look like she need help, yes, help her. That's your woman. If she is busting it open for you, you got what I'm saying? Then
And
you need
she
to
missing
bust
teeth
that
and you don't
wallet
like her
open for
missing
her.
teeth, you gonna have to go help her replace that
Bust,
tooth.
bust
I
that
mean,
wallet open for her like she busting them legs open for you.
You
Yes.
don't
Oh
like what
hell
she
no,
look
that's
like?
Yours,
You
that's
don't
me
like
paying a
what she look like
prostitute.
in public?
That would be me paying a prostitute, 100%. If
But
you
that's your
talking about
prostitute
that,
though. But that's
then
your
no, that
prostitute
ain't my
though.
prostitute. I'm gonna kick you back to the streets. If I'm having to pay for your shit all the goddamn time, then you are a prostitute.
If
If the
what if she's
only
only
no,
exchange
going
that
out
I
with
get is
you?
that's
sex,
an
oh
excuse.
hell,
That's an excuse that cheap men use. We're not gonna let y'all do that. Let me tell you
oh,
That's a
why.
I'm
cheap
frugal
man.
as fuck.
Oh,
I'm
you done
not
fucked
cheap.
up
I'm gonna
now.
invest my money in something that's
You
worthwhile.
done
But if the
fucked
only
up
thing that
now.
you providing me is that glug 3000 and cracking open your legs like I crack open a cold one, oh hell no.
then
I
get
am not
another
paying
woman
for
to
all
do
that extra
that.
stuff. I have the
My
Penis,
thing
option.
is this. My thing is
Okay,
your
this.
but
Option.
penis
Why isn't
is
listen? Why
holding
isn't
her up. So
but
if
listen?
you don't want to protect, provide, and secure for the woman that's making sure that your nuts are light, then you need to stop holding her up and let her get a man that can do that for her. You are
and
in
then
her way.
but
No,
she's
And then
not
but
gonna
listen.
outside
make
of
Hold
the
on,
you.
hold
nuts,
on,
She's
hold
what
not
on,
if
hold
making
what
on.
if
you
Yeah,
what if she's
you
like me?
providing
What if
you a
she's like
service.
me? What if she know how to cut hair? What if she know how to braid hair? What if she know how to cook and clean? What if she know how to what if you come home one day and she bent over the car fixing your radiator, or she bent
Those
over
are
the car washing your
100%
car?
Oh, you know
badass
what I'm
shit.
doing?
You
She better
see?
know the
So
fixing my.
So let me
Yeah,
get
you
this
do
My
right.
it.
So
statement
wait a
was
minute.
purely if the only thing that that other person has to offer to me is purely sex and that's it, then that is not a person that I want to be in a relationship with or stay in a relationship with. And that's the reason why, if you're just telling me that if I crack open my legs, you need to crack open your wallet, no, I
No,
don't
but
need to do that. I can go
here's
to a different woman who has more to offer to me other than just what's in between both of her cheeks. Okay.
Facts.
But you
I
my
still
thing
gotta
is
agree
spend
with
this.
some
My
that.
money
thing
though.
is
So
this.
all the
Why
men
isn't
that
why
don't want to
isn't
take care of these women, move on, because you are holding her up from a man that could do something for her. That
And
thank you. I was waiting for one of y'all to say that.
here's
you
my
And
still
then
gotta
she'll
spend
Move
some
give,
money.
and
on.
then she'll
Y'all
be
here's
holding
my
giving
this
thing
that,
woman
about
and then
up.
that.
she'll be giving that
You
man
wasting
the
our
hundred
time.
percent, that sloppy toppy that you was looking for. Guess what?
You
She
with
giving it to
somebody else.
somebody else, and she getting everything she wants.
Here's my
Yeah,
thing
like
about that.
stop
Here's
Exactly.
holding
my
these women up. And yeah, I'm glad y'all said that. Like, stop holding these women up. Because let me tell you something. I feel like if a man, because they have these conversations all the time, if a man is not doing what he is supposed to do, protect, provide, secure. You get what I'm saying?
But you a girlfriend.
You
man
might as
doesn't
well
have to
be
do
my
that if you
girlfriend.
just
You
a
might as well
girlfriend.
be my girlfriend. You
But
might
that's
as
what I'm
well
trying
be
to say.
my
But
girlfriend.
look.
Real
But all
talk.
those things that you just named was qualities a man gives to a woman that he wants to marry. You said, and women say, I'm not operating in wife mode. I'm operating in girlfriend mode. So a man who has to be obligated to take care of you in boyfriend mode, that's not an even exchange.
But talk that
If
shit.
you're not paying
That's why I
bills,
don't
bro,
agree with you, though. I don't
if
agree
you're
with
not
you.
paying bills, the
I agree
least
with
you
you
could do is
1000%.
protect the bitch when we out in public.
Any woman that's in
Buy
your
some
life,
milk for the refrigerator.
Here's another part.
Or get
How
out the
come?
way so I can holler at that brother who coming at me.
Wait,
Fill up the
but how come?
refrigerator at
Listen,
least, man.
all
Get
right,
some
listen,
milk, some eggs, something.
yeah,
let's
like
be real, yo.
if
Let's
she
be
in your
real.
life, you should be doing something for her.
Yo, let's be real. Let's be real. Why is it that a man has to open his wallet? So you telling me your sex and his sex is not an even exchange?
No.
Hell no.
So you gave him some ass, he gave you some dick. That's not an even exchange?
You know it's not an even exchange because women
Never,
get
because y'all
offered
could
dick
never be
more
our roles.
than anyone. Women get offered dick like every 5 minutes when they go outside. They
Yeah.
have so many choices and options of men.
But
So
no,
it's like
but
it's
I'm not
not
talking
the
about being
same for us.
offered. I'm not talking about being
You
offered.
know how many niggas in my phone is better than that one? You crazy.
Listen, you two had intercourse with each other. You two had intercourse with each other. When you have sex with someone, that is an even exchange.
It's
Fair
not.
exchange is no robbery. That shit is fair like a motherfucker.
That
Oh,
is
I'm
an even
sorry.
exchange.
Use my
Can I
MS.
address can I
Sure.
address
Not to
something real
me.
quick? Can I address something real quick? That comment that you pinned real quick.
Which
So
one?
what if twin on the road but get dogged out for $25? Yeah, I'm a dog my husband out behind $25 when I'm sitting at home. And oh, it's an issue that we had on another issue. So the
I
thing
don't
about it
understand
is
that.
Oh, I'm
What does that
sorry. I
mean?
didn't mean to highlight that like that. I'm sorry.
What does
oh,
that mean?
okay.
You keep moving on. I didn't know what it meant. I just highlight everybody.
Yeah. So what it was somebody got dogged out behind $25. And yes, I did, because at that point in time you were my boyfriend slash my courter. And my
Twin
thing is
was your
this.
boyfriend?
No. This is
Oh,
what I'm saying. Courter
okay.
slash, you get what I'm saying? If any man approaches me, I'm going to just keep it 100.
Mhm.
I know how much I'm worth. Okay. My phone bill ain't but $25. If there is a man who is courting me and he tell me, and I tell him, oh, I'm not going to be able to talk to you because my phone bill is due. And I ain't got no job and it's Friday and I
And
ain't
I'm
got
broke.
nothing to do. Okay.
Sorry.
Or I'm going to say, I can't borrow the money from my mama because I can't borrow the money from my mama because I ain't got no job. And she ain't going to let me borrow no money from her. So with that said, if you as my man don't make sure that I'm straight while you out on the road and you can't get me $25, don't feel no type of way if I go get $25 from another man and I leave you alone.
You shouldn't be
your
you
man
shouldn't be
should be
having no
securing
man
that.
if your ass ain't got $25.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
And that's
you
the thing
gotta
about it. And this
go.
is the thing about it. You cannot be my friend if you don't have $25,
You should be
sweetheart.
at the job.
Yeah, you can't be my friend either.
No, you should be at the job. If you ain't got
Oh,
Because
I'm
the
about
thing
to
about
say
it
something.
is that
why
the
are
thing
you
about
over
it is
here
this.
looking for a man?
I could have very easily went in there and been like, Ma, can I get $25? But at the day when I got a man who telling me what you need me to do, and then when I ask you for $25, you can't give me $25, yeah, I'm gonna say something about it.
But we friends though.
Here's my but
Your
that's what I'm trying to
So
friends.
say. He's
but
not.
don't make
She's
no
not her
promises.
man.
But don't make no promises. Don't court no woman that you cannot afford.
But you
Wait a
Right.
can't
minute.
That's
afford a
The
another
woman.
woman
thing.
can't
But look at
afford
your
her
value.
own lifestyle.
Even
Yeah,
in that
stay in your
argument,
league. Stay in
look
your
at your
league.
value. You supposed to be a helpmate. This brother can't borrow $25 from you.
Yo, listen. So we really gonna act like
No, he can't.
What
wait,
you
as adults.
doing?
This is new
You
shit
I
to
don't
at the
me.
like how
job.
the person get down. So
Yo,
no.
this is new
Oh,
shit. This
I
is
wanna
new
be
to me.
your man.
So
Wanna
this
be
is new to
your
me.
man.
So we're gonna play as adults as if sex is not an even exchange. You both
You been
pleasured
stuck
each
on
other.
this. Nigga, your dick is not good enough.
Sex is not an even
To kitty
exchange.
cat.
No, it's not.
That's not an even exchange.
Not never.
This is priceless.
A lot of
This
times
is
women don't
priceless.
even come
I
during sex.
suck on cucumbers. It is not an even exchange.
This is
Trust that.
priceless. You
Most
can never,
women don't
you
come
can
through
never
sex.
pay it
Not
enough.
an even exchange. Like,
And I think this is the reason why I'm a happily married man, because I make sure that every time I get up to bat, that we both hit a home run.
Right.
Hey,
Okay, I'm making sure that she's getting on base and that she's getting home the same way with me. That's it.
And how you gonna fly somebody across the country and you can't even give them $25?
Who
You
the
pay
fuck
for
paid
the
you
That's a double-edged sword
$25?
right there. Because if they flew you all the way across the country already, they already
pay for
dropped
the
a couple of bills on you.
No, but you ain't even did that yet. You trying to tell me, oh, I ain't got 25 for you, but I can fly you across the country.
y'all cussing
Oh,
That
that's
don't
a
make sense.
bullshitter. That's
You
the
know, I ain't gonna lie
classic
though.
pimp line.
I'm not gonna lie. This did happen to me in real life. This happened to me in real time on Instagram. A shorty like I liked, she lived in New Jersey, and fucking I was gonna holler at her. But then like she said I was gonna hang out with her on her birthday. Her birthday was that Saturday. On that Thursday, she was like, I don't got no weed. You send me some money for some weed, and I curved that shit. We got into a whole argument because I didn't want to give her the money because I was like, bro, like I'm gonna see you on Saturday. I'm gonna bring you mad shit.
Yeah,
It's
she
not your
acting like
birthday
a
today.
fiend.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
a
your
thing
birthday
right there.
You on some
today.
using shit already. Y'all ain't
She
even
acting like
met
a-
up yet. You on some
She
using
acting.
shit.
She sounded like a young crackhead.
Right.
Here's funny for that. The
You
only
already
reason
know.
why
You
I
already
feel
know I
like
curved that shit.
Yeah.
That's
she
what
was
But
that
if
sounded
you in a
like.
relationship,
The
y'all
only reason-
taking care of y'all women though, right? Like y'all.
Of
Was
course.
that a relationship or was that
No, that was
was a
courting
beginning?
phase. That's the very beginning.
The only reason
This
why
is
I
why
feel
we're
like
with the
women,
courting stage. Yeah.
the only reason why I feel like sex is an even exchange is because the only reason why I feel like sex is not an even exchange is because women can create an experience when they're about to get sexual with somebody, and most men do not create that experience. But besides that, I think it's an even exchange.
So you telling me a man not creating an experience with the one leg up, one hand on frontal, that's not an experience? What we talking about?
No, I'm talking
It's been
about
an hour. You
You know
late.
why it's
I'm
not
talking about a
even?
whole
He ain't hit you with
ambiance. I'm talking about a
the
whole.
one leg. He ain't hit you with the one. That's an experience. What
No,
we
that's
talking
not.
about?
I'm talking about.
That's really not.
Let me tell you why it's not
What are
even.
we talking about?
Let me tell you why it's not even. Because the majority of people on this panel may or may not have paid for smacks at one point in their life. And
Nope.
none of them have titties.
And then can I say something else
It's a
too?
$1 billion business
With that
that women.
experience,
Hold on, let me finish. It is a $1 billion business that women ain't contributing to as much as you do.
I agree with that too.
That's why it's not.
It's a necessity for y'all.
and
Yeah,
guess
the
what that
business is made
experience
for men.
and guess what that experience gets some of y'all men? $13,000 in debt and child support. So should I have charged you 13 bands from the day that I did it with you? Should I charge you what the state would charge you for the next 18 years? So at the end of the day, if you only paying a little minuscule amount temporarily here and there, that's a lot less than the 13, 14, 15, 20,000 bands it take to raise a kid.
True.
True. That is facts.
This is the
But
reason why a lot of guys nowadays just stay home and masturbate.
Hey.
But that amount is spread out throughout the years, though.
And
Yeah,
that's
I mean, it
and
saves
that's why a
money.
lot of them get left.
Money.
Yeah, I don't understand. I just think a lot of men should be out here saying, yo, listen, you giving me some ass, I'm giving you some dick, and that's it. There is no extra. You don't jump straight to a dude wallet because you gave me some shit that I gave you. We both gave each other sex. It's an equal exchange. You don't like that? Then
It's
I don't know
not
what to
though.
tell you.
Those are
I
one
agree.
night
Could be.
stands. Those are those
I agree.
shorties that you
It's not
meet
though.
Don't jump to his
in a
wallet.
club and you be
I don't
like,
know what to tell you, son. I don't know
you
what
know?
the.
That's why these dudes are red pill as hell now. That's why they incels now.
I agree with that.
That's why they
nah.
going crazy now.
That's an even
Yeah.
exchange. We
And
both
then that's
naked. That's not an even
why
exchange.
some
We're
of
both naked.
these men need you to
Now
do
we both
something
naked.
for an hour and a half or 2 hours. You know, they need it for so long because they done gave it the strong arm for the last 10 months. And then you think that I'm supposed to, my neck and my throat and my mouth work like the strong arm. Like it don't, bruh.
When you value
Ooh.
your throat, you
Thank God I
realize
never
you
experienced
don't
that.
put that on the block.
Hey, I mean,
You don't put that on the
hey,
block. You don't.
That's why
That
my own
has
big
to
man.
do
No,
with
stop
you
playing.
getting
You
that.
got 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes, bro. If it's not done,
Hey, because I don't know what to tell you, because I know what I can do, and it's an experience, like we said. So there's no reason why I should take what is you trying to experience? Death?
No, sorry.
Little bit, little bit, little bit,
You
A
trying
little
to
bit,
kill
just
me?
a little
Like you
bit,
trying
just a
to
little
have me?
bit,
Like
just a little bit,
what is you
little
trying to get
bit.
me to?
just a little bit.
I've had a like
If you can't, if you can't get up to make me a sandwich or get yourself a glass of water after, I know I did my job right, and it was
Hey,
more
he got a
than an
point.
No,
equivalent
I'm gonna tell you.
exchange.
No, I'll tell you.
He got, he still got a point.
Listen, I'll tell you when you done a good job. You done a good job when you get up and walk out the room and she laying on the bed looking like a dead body. Have you ever seen a
there
woman
you
laying on the
go.
bed
Hell
like
There
a
yeah.
you
dead
That's
go.
body?
when you did it right.
Like her leg is
Not you,
hanging
bro,
off
looking
and she
like the
just
dead
laying
body.
there and
Her
shit.
looking like the dead body.
You know what I'm saying?
I already look like a skeleton, but I get what you're saying.
We don't want y'all laying on the bed looking like we look. Like, nah, we do, but we sometimes we do.
I
You know, we,
absolutely
Hell,
do.
if we
we
both,
do.
if we
But
both decouple, and all of a sudden we
sometimes
both
we
just
love
get
to
on the
see you
bed, and just
swallowed up in the bed like a little baby. But
That
every
oh,
time,
at me later.
My
give me about
goal,
5 minutes.
my goal is to make you squeal like a little piggy. I want you to remember I made you my bitch every single
Now,
Oh,
but she like
damn.
the peg
time.
niggas, so I
That's
don't
why
count.
these
I don't,
niggas
Here
don't
you
she,
fuck
go.
with me.
Here you go
That's why
talking
these
that
she
niggas
shit.
do the
don't
ditty
fuck
shit.
with me.
Shit.
When did it become
oh,
an even exchange? That's how I'm looking at y'all. Like since
Today.
when?
Nah, she
Like
do ditty shit.
like
but
that's
this is
the
where
thing.
that. But this
I've
is where
never
this goes to, where men be talking about they not gonna pay for it. So the thing about it is, everybody talking about getting up and making a sandwich. The thing about it is, we should both be passed out in the bed because we already full, we already fed, we already good. So we probably don't need a sandwich. And I can
I
give you
don't know.
something to eat.
Now, when I put
And
the
I
whole
can give
man
you
in, you
something
gotta
to
keep.
eat
You
if
I
have
you're
need
to.
me
still
some food.
hungry.
I need some
Now you
food.
have to get up.
She said she'll give you some more to eat.
Once you
Damn.
put the whole man in, you gotta get some food after
That part.
so let me ask you something.
that.
Okay, now technically, when I said like the provide, protect, and secure, you get what I'm saying? Are y'all saying that like are the men saying that that only goes to the wife? That doesn't go to the girlfriend also?
Certain aspects
Yeah,
of it does.
No, he said
yeah.
that.
That's saying no. Yeah, yeah,
It's
So it
limits to
does.
me. There's limits
yeah.
there's limits to the limitations to that. Yeah, you
That's
don't
a
pay
fact.
for
What's the
everything, but
limit?
there's some things
That's a
that have to
fact.
be paid for in order to date someone.
That's a
Like
fact.
you're going out to eat. That's spending money. You transportation, spending money. Like that's you're still spending money regardless.
But
Yeah.
that's what if you are actually spending the time with me. If you are sitting there and we're at a meal together, we're at a sit down joint, and the entire time you are just on your phone doing an Instagram
Oh,
street
that's
feed, flipping through and everything else. You ain't spending time with me, so why should I spend any money on something like that? And that's where, for me, that's a strong point where I'm like, I might pay for that date, but I'm gonna realize that I invested in the wrong person directly at that time,
That's
and
a
I'm a
fact.
dip. I'm
That's
gonna
a
move
fact.
on to the next person who will actually spend time with me when they're around me. And
But
if
there
you
should
need
be
your
some
separate time,
leniency.
Can
if
I
you need
throw
your
some?
separate time, cool. We at home, you sit over there, I'm gonna be in the other room, cool. I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
your quality space. But
Do
if
you
you're
know
not
what?
gonna
you're
sleep
asking
on,
for
right?
us to go out and do that,
There
Do you
should
know
be
what?
leniency to that because a lot of people, especially in America, we have low attention spans. So they have people that have a lot of problems with ADHD and being able to pay attention to certain things. So, and then we're all a lot of us are raised with our phones now, especially if you're under the age of 30. Like you're raised with your phone pretty much.
So guess
So it's
what? A
like
lot of people make money with their phone too nowadays, right?
right.
mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
So my thing is this: if you held me, you know what the pay rate is in California an hour?
What?
How much is it?
It's $25 an hour.
That's
So
with
guess
or
That's the
what?
without
minimum.
education. That's
That
with or
that's
without education.
that's without they hiring people at McDonald's for $20 an hour. Okay.
They
So
are?
with that
Oh,
said,
it's
yeah,
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So with that said, guess what? If you sit on my phone for an hour and you're supposed to be quote unquote courting me, and I need $25 and you keeping me from talking to somebody else who I might be able to get it for, or you keeping me from being at work for that hour, guess what? You owe me $25.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you
That's
to put your
crazy.
Cash App up because this
That's crazy.
$25 is hurting you today.
Yeah,
Nah,
she. I
Evo,
swear to
nah,
God,
nah.
somebody
See what
sent her $25 right now. Somebody sent her $25.
What I do for my
Now
sisters,
listen,
what I
listen.
do
So
for
if a
my
man, so if
sisters
a
and
man
for
is
my
broke,
family, that's different. What I do
You
for
just
my family is different. What I do for my sisters, what I do to elevate my people is different. But when, like we said, hold her up, you was holding me down when you kept me on the phone and you didn't have nothing for me.
but not on the phone. If you're on a sit down date with another human being and you can't put your phone away for an hour, I don't think there's any excuse.
why
Unless
is
it's
it the
I
man's
you got
problem?
children at home.
Yo, why would
Just
it be
let
the
the home
man's
play on the phone.
problem?
Don't waste
You're
that
not
man's time.
interested.
Yo, listen, why would it be a problem for the man because you don't got $25? I'm missing something here.
I tell you why.
I'm missing something here. Hold
I'll
up.
tell you why.
It's the
Let's
fact that
stop.
there was a promissory note that was established prior to. If you, the dude telling her, just put it in the bag and I got you and everything else. And then when she asked for 25 and
Mhm.
you don't have that 25, that's the problem. And that's,
It's
We
just a
get to the
tip.
I think
register.
that
We
was the
get to the
point.
register and you
Yeah.
can't pay for the meal.
It's a,
Now,
it's a
you
Yeah.
know what the issue is with women? I'll tell you what the issue is. If I got a man in my life, I should never be broke.
Ooh.
Ever.
And if you
If
want to be
I'm
the man
laying
of my
down with
life,
him,
I shouldn't
if
be
I'm
broke.
laying down with him, I should never be broke.
But
You know what
I
I'm
have a
saying?
caveat to that.
yo,
It
that's
shouldn't,
crazy.
be I should never be broke. We
We
should never
should
be
never be
broke
broke. And
because
No,
guess what?
we
He
spend
should
within
not
our
hold
limits.
you
I
up.
ain't got nothing to do with.
He
He better have
he
some
should
money in his
not
pocket
hold
as
you
a
up from
man,
That's
getting
but
we
crazy.
I
See
can
how
be
money.
you
damn
see
sure
how
better have
one
some of
sided that
mine.
is? You don't see how one sided that is?
But are you married?
You a man.
And
But
then
Yeah,
And then
I'm
listen,
you on
married.
that
listen to what I'm telling you though
14
too,
years
bruh.
married.
Listen to what I'm saying.
that's the
If you are
difference.
holding me up from getting we money, you are holding me up from getting we money.
But that's if you take yourself off the table. Because we all established we single till married. If this fool ain't giving you no money, then you need to be on other days looking for the one who could provide
yes,
without complaining.
somebody
You don't
else.
have
So
to give
don't
me
sit at
money.
home by yourself waiting for this one. Well, you could be outside
Definitely
getting
not.
that
Well,
money.
you know the state of the economy is true. Everything, the prices of everything went up. It's like it's a harder standard of living. So, like, yeah, the money is needed.
Look, the
Yeah,
way my last fiance ship ended was I happened to hit hard times. I got out the hospital, all kinds of debt. He stayed with me through that. And once I started getting better, he started getting insecure. Once I started slowing down on the wifey duties, and we weren't married, but I gave him a taste, and that taste wasn't enough. I secretly didn't want to get married, didn't know how to get out of it. But
All right,
once
let
the
me ask
hard
you a
times hit
question.
and the man changed up how he moved, let me get out the way. He didn't know that my blessing was around the corner, that my bank was going to be full on full on full. He missed out on that.
Missed
And he
out.
showed me who the fuck he was. And now I'm good to go. Now he's nobody. Now he ain't got nothing. And he's still ugly.
But he still hit that though.
you
But
like them
he hit
ugly.
that already. It doesn't matter.
Oh
You
no,
like
That
them
ain't no
ugly.
different
It
than
doesn't
y'all men.
matter.
The
That
uglier
ain't
the
no
He
better.
hit
different than
that
y'all
because he
already.
men
didn't
going
get the wife he
around.
wanted. No, he didn't get
That
the
ain't
wife
no
he wanted.
different than y'all men going around after you break up with a girl telling people her thing stank or telling people it wasn't all that good. And
Run
then
around
guess
lying.
what?
That's,
And if
you
a guy
I
does
don't
that
I
need
to a
heard
no
woman,
somebody
boy
I'ma
call
look him
somebody
in his
Shrek
face.
today.
I'ma look
We
him in
only
his.
say that
If a
because we
guy
don't
said
want the
that to
other
a
dudes to
woman,
hit it.
if a guy
say it
said
I don't
that
need
again.
to
no
a
boys
Say
woman,
for that.
it again.
We only
if a
say that because
guy,
we don't want the other dudes to hit it. Bro.
Ooh, the
And the thing
lies
about
that
it is
these niggas tell on me.
most
So why
women
not
are
just stay
telling the
with her? I
truth
don't
though.
get
We're not lying when we go and tell my homegirl, hey Evo, hey Quartet, don't F with bruh because he broke. I'm not
Ooh,
lying.
They be
but
telling the
he
truth,
Oh,
hit
right?
that
I
though.
think we missing a homegirl today. I got to tell her about that broke
Yo,
nigga she tried
this
to talk to.
I don't understand. Here's my thing. Yo, here's my
He
thing
said, I
about
gotta
all
go
of
tell
that.
about that.
I got blocked
Here's
for a
my
reason, sis. That nigga broke and he tried to promise me money and could not deliver his $25. I said, "Oh, you gonna fly me out? Let me get that $25."
I'm gonna
so
tell
so here's
I
my
no.
need
Yeah,
about
thing,
you're
right?
not letting that
reason.
shit go.
and then it's the wild part about it. I didn't even bring it up. He brought it up.
Look, and then got it.
I didn't
Don't
even
get
bring it up.
flamed.
He brought it up.
Here's my thing. Why is it that a man is broke once you broke up with him? He was broke the whole time.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't broke. He wasn't
He
broke.
was broke the whole
I
time.
never, I
Why
never,
when
I
the
never, I
relationship is
never,
me
I
to.
over,
never
I was
dated
now
able
him.
he's
to,
broke.
so
But
I
he
don't
was
know.
broke the whole time.
He wasn't broke. He
No,
wanted me
but see, this is the
big.
thing
That's what
about
he
it.
wanted.
I didn't know he was broke until I asked him for $25 and he couldn't give it
Yeah,
to me.
that's how
Now
you
5
find
days
out.
later, I still can't get it. And then he not my boyfriend. Never laid down with him. It was a quarter. And at the end of the day, if you're courting me and I find out you broke, I'm gonna tell my sisters. He gonna make you promises, sis. He gonna tell you he gonna come home and lay it down, smack, flack, dibbity, dabbity, and blah. And guess what? He's gonna go to sleep on you.
He promised a plane ticket to my girl, but couldn't deliver $25. Plane tickets is $500.
Corset.
He was
When you
gonna
was
leave you
making more
stranded
than
over
your,
there
all right,
too.
be
And
realistic.
that part.
Corset. When
Right?
you
Have
was
me
making
sitting at
more
the
than your
at the
man,
airport. Take the room
Corset.
in.
Say again?
Corset. When you was making more than your man, be honest with us. Did you respect him?
Yes. I think everyone I've dated, like seriously, like was willing to marry, I made more than them. They didn't know
But
how
yeah,
much
I'm not saying did you. I know you made more
I
than him. I'm
respected them
saying
till they told me not to.
when you started
When,
making more than
yes,
him, did you respect him?
I always made more than them. So I always
I'm
respected
not
them.
saying how much you made
She
more than
said
him.
yes.
When
She
you
said she did.
Nigga, I keep saying yes.
Technically, yeah, she's saying yeah. Bro.
Yes.
Mhm.
The
She's
only
saying
time
all
I
her
don't
men
so the
made
only
less
time
than
I
her,
don't
and she
respect
still
a man.
respected them.
The last
Men
relationship ended
make
because
you not respect her.
he told me he wasn't a man. He wasn't man enough for me.
Yes, men
Therefore,
make
I
you not
treated him
respect
like
her.
a bitch.
They small egos, them fragile
Yeah,
egos.
the
I don't know
ego is
who
what
these
ends
niggas
it
y'all
the most
dealing
the
with.
ugliest.
And
That's
then
not really an ego. I think he did the right thing because we're supposed to be providers. So it's like if he feels that he's not, if he knows that he's not making enough, then
It wasn't. He didn't
yeah,
know how much.
he
I made. It
chose to
wasn't
step
about
away.
ego. It was about I got too much attention. Once he started seeing headliners from out of town who knew who I was in comedy, that's when his ego started getting hit. How you know him? How you know him? How you know him? Nigga, I know everybody know me. Look at me.
You're not supposed to be sleeping with comedians anybody. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but sadness and funny is just delicious to me. There's
And
a
then I'm
certain
gonna say
type of
this:
depression that
if
just
if
feels
you
the
as a man, you don't want your woman to go out and do certain things, be productive, right? Because every woman's definition of productive is different. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is the thing about it. Since that person can't give me $25, do I decide? Let me go sit outside in 113-degree heat. Because see, the thing about it is I have 7 books published on Amazon. And I got books inside of my house. I can go right now and go get those books and come out here on the street and come and sell them. But
Yeah.
would you want me to do that as your woman? What perception was that would that give of you if I was standing on a corner trying to sell my books because you can't give me $25? So now all our neighbors are driving by. They see me standing outside with a tent and a blanket and waters trying to make $25 to pay my phone bill, but you're supposed to be my man.
That's
Yeah,
not your husband.
that's
That's what you're
extreme
supposed
and
to
that's
do.
not good.
yeah, that's
So
crazy. I
that's
mean,
just all, that's just
Okay,
my point.
in this situation, were you working before you met him?
Nope,
Or are you depending on a man to live?
wasn't working before I met him. It
Oh, then
wasn't
he
depending
knew.
on the man for me to live
Then he knew
neither.
what it was. Because how were you eating before him? We got to be realistic.
Right,
If you
Yeah,
weren't
yeah,
eating before him,
right.
don't expect to eat after him.
you
That's
can
not
do
what
bad
men
by
do
yourself.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
So that
part.
wasn't your man.
Now,
That was an interview that didn't work out.
No, never, never
now,
was he. Never was he. Never was he. Like I said, just a
Yeah. So
quarter.
you can't have
Okay.
expectations on somebody who's a nobody.
yo, are women secretly afraid of men who are well established?
No.
Now,
Do they avoid those type of men? Be
We
real.
prefer those
No,
type of men.
I avoid cappers. I avoid men who come out here on these streets and on these Instagram streets and on these YouTube streets and he make it seem like he that ninja and then he not in real life.
But that's like the liars. Well-established men, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So you ain't got to look at my pockets. You know what I'm saying? And if I need you for something or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We good. You ain't ever got to look at my bag.
Is
You know
that
what I'm
what you're
saying?
looking
My
for
bag is
now?
non-existent to you.
Is that
I
what
That's
you're
did,
looking
not,
for
yeah.
now?
I
Are you
did
looking for
avoid.
a well-established man now?
Yeah, it never
All right.
stopped. I've always been looking.
Have you
At least
dealt
on
with
your level.
well-established men in the past?
Yes.
Yes.
Why it
I
didn't
just
work
don't
out?
want to get married. I mean, it may. Let me tell you that somebody may break me down. You know what I'm saying? But right now, like I'm chilling. I would for the third ring. it's gonna have to be somebody really exceptional. You know what I'm
For the
saying?
third ring sounds crazy.
For the third
You know
ring.
where my third,
Right.
you know, my
Three's a
third,
charm.
You
Three's
got
a
two
yeah.
strikes with 3 and you're out. You know what I'm saying?
The third one, he gonna have to be the one. You know what I'm saying?
Men
Because
ask, but they liars. So you can't really
You gonna
believe
go pick up kiddo?
I don't want to have to tell another man I don't want to get married. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
And
the
if I would
third
have
one
told
probably gonna be the charm.
if I would have told my third one yes, guess what I would be right now? I would
Not,
be a married woman with my man sitting in prison.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, that wasn't
Good
the one.
thing.
That wasn't the one. You should have
that
said yes
wasn't
to
the
that.
one.
yeah, your
And so the
decision
I'm
reason
making.
why,
I'm glad you pulled a Neo on that one. Just dodged the bullet.
Your decision making skills.
like
For,
for
for a
real,
long time, I avoided men with expensive cars
Oh, the mercy.
because expensive cars I equated with a certain type of ego and control issue. So anytime I avoid well-established men, it's because they trying to control the situation, and I don't want to give up control. It's well, I got this, so
Yo, that is so funny. Cause I'm the man with the expensive car. That's funny as hell.
I did. They would pull up in something nice, and I'm like, nigga, you got
know,
bills. You got too many bills.
you want to know
It
where I
does
would
come with
be?
ego
You
and
want to know where I'll
control.
be?
Them cars do come with that.
Yeah,
Now
my
I gotta
family is
behave
about it.
crazy.
myself
This
and
is
treat a
what
nigga with respect off the top. I'm not trying to treat a man with respect off the top.
It does come with
I'm
that.
gonna treat
That's
you like
very
garbage off the rip to
And
see if
then
you can handle it. If
it goes
you
to
really
this.
want me,
My
brother, you gonna get a chisel and you gonna carve your initials into this bitch, and it might take a while, yo. But you finna do it if you really want it.
and guess where I would be if I went with the first one? If I went with the first one, guess where I would go? Well, guess where I'd be at? In a hotel with his mama and my 2 kids. Because at the end of the day, it would have took for me to get us out of that situation. Because he ain't been
Damn.
able to get himself out of it.
So
Mm-mm.
let me
Because
ask
he's
you
a
Me,
felon.
something.
I had my
You have
kids
to
for the last.
change. You might have to change your like outlook on men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like change. Like if you
Oh
like the
yeah,
man, he
yeah.
ain't the one. You probably gotta
I
get
told
somebody.
you her choices are men, right? You just gotta be
That's
like, he's
it. Cause
ugly.
I
Yes.
tried
you
that
thinking
one.
it ain't working,
I
sis.
tried
But you
that one.
have
That's
to
the one
change
that's
that
in
up.
jail. That's the one that's in prison.
The
And that
ugly
was
one.
the one that was well
Change that
established. And
up.
now he in prison because he wasn't mentally stable enough to deal with what we dealt with in our relationship.
Yeah, that's ooh, that's.
I can't
I'll be
do
honest.
ugly.
I like I used to like pretty boys. I had to change that up. Now I like servicemen. It seemed to be going well. Anybody that's been in the service, you know what I'm saying? They work well for me because I like to be. Yes, thank you, King. When you said it, I was gonna say when he said it, it's just a calmness that come up over you when a man say he been in the service. I
Yep.
love servicemen. I give them the
Protection.
utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? And they know how to dominate and lead. That's what I need. You got to be able to handle all this because it's a lot. You know
That
what I'm
shit don't
saying?
work. That
And
shit don't work with a lot of people. Though.
servicemen are built for it tough. They know exactly how to handle a strong woman.
When I met Mountain, Joe Mountain,
Yeah.
he walked right up to me, was a gentleman, offered me all kinds of help, and didn't ask for no kitty. We had a great night. We're kicking it. Now we buddies. Now we comedy buddies.
Hell yeah.
And then I find out it's always the military men that are my friends in comedy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good men. They always been good men.
Oh
So,
shit, yeah.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Let's not go crazy.
It's a generality that holds mostly true, but there are some of those military men and women that are shady as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them just left.
They will try to use that like, baby, I'm a war hero. You should do all this for me. Fuck that. Nah, you a shady motherfucker. You would rob your own fucking mama. That's the whole reason why you in the service right now, because you only had 2 options. Go to jail or go in the service. Bitch.
You know, you part of the family. You gotta come back. Now, Joe, we do this every Thursday at 8. We usually on Thursdays at 8. We just started doing Mondays. Mondays is more of a laid back show. We just talk about a couple of topics. It's like a variety show. But Thursdays is our day where we hit the topics. You're gonna love Thursdays at 8 o'clock. Please come back.
Cool.
I like you. Anthony, you already know. You gotta come back, King, and came up.
I got you.
And I'm gonna throw this one last shot. I'm gonna throw this one last shot.
Doing good in the neighborhood.
I'm gonna throw this one last shot, and I'm gonna say this. I had somebody on Instagram tell me that they was gonna send me some money, and he said all I got is $6. And guess what? I didn't put him on Front Street. Because
I
guess
mean, you
what?
just
He did
did.
what he said he was going
Because
to
he
do.
was honest.
I hope
He
you
was
put him on the block list.
at least the dude was honest.
And then he did what he said he was going to do. You understand that?
What?
Mm-hmm.
$2?
No, what she asked for.
Oh, I'd have blocked his ass.
Oh,
Nigga,
$6. You have a 60.
I can't hang out with broke. Broke is contagious. You gotta stop doing that shit. Sis, you gotta
Now
stop
you
doing
understand where guys are coming from, where they started dating you and they weren't broke. And at the end of the relationship with you, they
Now
might
we're
have been.
broke.
Because we were having to split our bag with you. All right. And I
And
don't like to
people like
split my
Evo
sat. Okay. If I split
are
my
not
nuts,
sharing.
that's
I
And
heard
people
this
like Evo
comedian-
are not sharing shit. So we spending everything.
Yeah.
I heard this comedian say, if
you got to understand, after being married for 14 years, when I go to a restaurant, I look at when my missus looks at me and goes, oh, what are you going to eat? I pick my number 2 choice of what I'm going to eat. Because I know she's going to look at it and go, ooh, that sounds good. And she's going to order it. And I'm going to order my number 1. So it's all about mashing with that other person too. And I realized this when we were dating in the courtship and everything else. We knew each other for a year and a half before we got married. Because military, for me, I'm used to speed dating and doing that type of stuff. So I can see where we are at and where we need to progress to and work through. Because earlier somebody was talking about do not get into a marriage or do not get into a relationship before you've settled all your stuff. Me and my wife, we healed together from our shitty fucking relationships and we built each other up.
oh, yep, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And
I
so
wanted to ask about
she
that. Yeah.
completed those parts and she dealt with some darkness of mine that was some leftover baggage, but she let me know that I can put down that baggage and leave it because she was there for me. I did the same for her. She went from an abusive ass relationship on and off again, where the dude would talk down to her, belittle her, and make her feel like she is worth nothing, that she would never get anything better. And then she met me and she was like, oh shit, this is what a real relationship is? This is nuts. And for me, I did the same thing. I was like, for real? You mean that like you're not just gonna like hang out with me, give me some pussy, and then demand that I get your nails done, that I provide a house, a home, and everything else, that you're actually gonna be there for me. You actually want to converse with me, have conversations, hear about the good and the bad? Fuck.
Yeah,
It's amazing
That's a
when you
keeper.
find that
That's a
right
keeper.
person.
For real.
Hell yeah.
That
14
make me want
fucking
to
years
spend
and
just cause
still
she ain't
going.
asked for it.
And they built
Amazing.
together. The problem a lot of us have is we want to ask for that little bit up front. When if you just stick in and get to know somebody, he will give
Gonna
you
come.
the world.
Here's my wallet, baby.
But you over here asking $25, let me get some. You just talking to this man. If you got to look a certain way to play that game. And most of us don't. You have to have a certain personality, a certain je ne sais quoi to play that game.
Yo, you got to look at it this way. If you're not in that level of relationship, of friendship, like I know some people that it would, if they asked me for 20 or $20, just make it even. I would look at them and tell them no. You have to be at that relationship level. Like, if I don't know you like that, then why the hell am I going to give you money? Are you going to walk up to a bum on the street like, can I get some spare change and throw a 20 in there?
I get it.
One girl missed a great opportunity to meet Anthony because she just had to beg for a Nick bag before he gave her all manner of gifts and spoiled her on her birthday.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I had to drive to you. I still got to
Okay.
drive to you. She wasn't in New Jersey. She was in Pennsylvania. So I still had to drive to you too. Like the fuck?
And now you just saved him on some gas because he know what you about.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even if you're not about that, the perception, because men have been used for so long, the perception is, oh, okay, well, I'm not gonna be. I'm not trying to be a bankroll.
Preach, sister, preach.
And she's new in my life. So it's even worse because I just met her. So it's like, what other dudes are you doing that to?
Everybody's sending her a Nick bag. Bitches rolling in Nick bags.
Plus, what old dude just said was literally, you're single until you're married. So at that point in time, there is no exclusiveness. So that means that it's a valid point. There could be 5 other dudes that she's getting money from or trying to skim some off the top. And it's like, well, you should be able to do this. Well, am I the only one?
Friends, though.
But we friends. So you say he's just a friend. So you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you getting dick down. That's the reason why. That's the reason why she didn't want you to come to town. It's because she had somebody there that was like, all right, this is the equivalent exchange that we're gonna do. Is they bumping uglies while trying to get some cash from somebody else.
And you know what I thought? I thought that as soon as I sent her the bread, she was gonna be like, "Nah, you don't gotta come."
Oh, no, I'd have been mad.
Yep.
That's a lot. Yo, this was a good show, y'all. We got through some good questions and some great answers. And the solution we came to, I never really say what the solution we came to was. When I had asked y'all, because technically this is kind of about women, but we hit on the men and everything, which we always do. You know what I'm saying? Anthony had a great point when he said, like, sometimes women over 40, over 35, over 40, you think something wrong with them. We kind of dove into that, you know what I'm saying, to see what was what. You know, I think this was a good show, you know what I'm saying? I think that we're going to try to do this every Monday just to have like a regular topic come in here. You know what I'm saying? We all fam. You know, and just have a good time and talk and get to stuff, because we are hitting solutions. I just don't always say what they are, but y'all will see how, you know, I clip the shows up and stuff like that. I appreciate everybody that came in, everybody that watched, everybody in the comments. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely fun. Corset, we have to keep doing this every Monday.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to go earlier next time, but this is good. We got a new family member. We got 2 new family members. B-Stacker used to be in the comments. We like him on the stage. We got the King Joe Mount right here. We want you back, King. We Monday, we Thursday. You know what I'm saying? And this was good. I even had clips. Let me tell you how good these shows be. I had like 8 clips. I would go to them and y'all would get another topic. I just come right back. That's a good show when you don't need the clips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we've been doing good. You know what I'm saying?
We are the clips.
Yeah.
I wish I would have clipped that one rant. I'm sorry. But as soon as that hit, I could just feel my blood boiling. And I was like, oh, that just makes you a prostitute. I'm going to kick you to the curb because you for the streets.
Look at Marv coming at the end of the show. Yo, Marv, you ain't say shit the whole show, man. You don't get no pass.
His toxic ass should have been here the whole time.
He the worst one.
Nigga
He was
has
spending
wonderful
$3. $3? Oh, no, I ain't got it. He got a T-shirt that say "I ain't got it," and it's like.
He telling bitches off top he ain't got it.
Did you have anything to add to the topic? We was about to end the show.
But
well,
we
you were here before,
that's why his ass ain't married now.
You gotta say.
Can't be on time to shit.
What you think about the topic? Women that are not, you know, do women need to be happy to achieve total happiness, to reach their goal in life? Do you think that's the goal in life for all women?
To be married? Unmute, Papa. Unmute, baby.
Oh, let me see. I probably can mute him.
Can you unmute him?
No, he just doesn't know where the mute button looks like. It's like a microphone with a line in it.
Yeah.
It's in the lower left-hand corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just loud here. Being respectful. So you can hear noise type shit, but run it back.
Okay, so let me ask you, because we're about to end the show, but I just wanted to know your point on women that are over, I'll say 35, that are not married. Do you feel like that in order for them to reach the goal in life, which is allegedly happiness, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like something is wrong with them? Why do you feel like, you know, if you feel that way, why do you feel like a lot of women over 35 are not married?
Uh-oh.
All right, so what I got for that is they use up their prime years in their 20s. That's what it boils down to. You know what I mean? And more times, value goes down as they get older, and it's the opposite for men. So their values literally from like between 18 and 27. Soon as 30 hits, respectfully, it's just biology. I'm just speaking for
Yo.
Marv. I'm just speaking for Marv and one other guy. I can't speak for men. For Marv, hi, me and one
You mean
other
your other
guy.
personality?
Yeah, one other guy.
We
Oh.
gonna add a whole hour to this show. I got so much to
This
say.
motherfucker got the nerve. Got the
Hey,
Yo,
he
nerve.
said,
he sound like
he
Kevin
said once you,
Samuels. You used to like
said
Kevin
once you,
Samuels? Were you a Kevin Samuels fan?
that's his cousin.
Of course. Not
Yeah,
only him.
that's exactly
I
what
know.
Kevin Samuels said.
I listened to the guy that he got his game from, Tom Likas. So I know all single mothers, no. Older women, no. They're just good for a good time. They're walking urinals.
So let me ask you
Damn.
though.
Oh no! Don't mute yourself after that, nigga. No,
That's like a whole
no,
nother show.
no,
That's
yeah.
a whole nother show. Like, oh my God. I don't know where to start. I don't know if I want to start.
I think honestly, at that point in time, that's how we should end it. Is because then we can pick this up on the next
I
one.
have to
Because
take a
that was
piss.
a stellar fucking quote. Just
Yeah,
sitting there saying that.
yes.
I mean, I can understand where we're saying diminished value because it's okay. Biological clock was ticking, as well as the beauty be fading. But at that point in time, in the white community, they sit there and say that a woman in her 30s and in her 40s actually knows what the fuck she wants. So you ain't got to put up with half the bullshit of the young ones.
Hey,
Now
A
you see why I
30-year-old
go to
white
the
woman
other
looks like a
side.
50-year-old.
he said
Look,
he
now
said
you
once
see
them
why
he
I go
said
to the
once
other
them
side. Did
knees
y'all hear that?
hey once them knees start popping, it's a wrap.
Hmm.
Can I say something to y'all though? Can I say something to y'all? I just want to say something, right? What do you say about the woman that's over 35? She doesn't have any kids. She never been married. You got what I'm saying? And she looked like
Does she have a career?
she looked like she's still in her 30s. Well, what you say? She can twerk. You know what I'm saying?
Does she have a
Her
Everything
career?
on
career
her is good
immaculate.
because she never abused her body. What do you do with her?
I
Does she
mean,
have a
those
Yeah,
are
that
career?
pussy is trash.
yeah. Is she one of these career women? Because if she's career oriented, most likely her relationship muscles have atrophied. Don't even know what the
Nigga
fuck a
said the pussy is
relationship,
trash.
how
And
this
But
that.
shit
she can't
works.
get into a
You know what I'm saying?
relationship because she make money.
This nigga said her
No.
relationship.
This is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, this is why he asked, does she have a career? Is she a career woman? A lot of times, career women, their muscles for a relationship have atrophied. It hasn't been practiced in a while. It hasn't been worked on. So, career women tend to be focused on their career. That's why he asked that. Is she a career woman?
Yeah,
Is
she's a
Because
career
if
she?
she
woman.
hasn't,
That's true.
if she's been literally sitting around for
Doug, you
30
feel
to
me?
40 years
Like,
doing nothing,
exactly. Like, she
Yeah,
just
she
that's
in
the
better be
red
a career
flag.
woman.
You're
You
like a
ain't been doing
lawyer,
shit.
yeah.
a
Yeah, she
doctor.
better have something to show for it.
We
Maybe
get
she
it.
was in prison. Maybe she has rehabilitated, gentlemen.
And you
We
know
got
what?
one. Wait,
Rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated.
Look,
and
look,
You
would
know
you
look,
date
look,
prison
a
doesn't
look,
doctor in
look.
prison?
rehabilitate.
Listen,
Hold
listen.
on.
And you know
Let me
what?
get it. Look,
And you know,
she
I'm about to go
checks
on mute again.
all the
I'm about to
red
go on mute
pill
again.
boxes. Hold on,
Shout
let me
out
finish.
to
She checks the red pill boxes. She ain't got no kids out of wedlock. She's gently used. Why would she not be the one you choose?
but she's not a rapper. I see what you did there. As far as the prison bar goes, shout out to those guys. Please, y'all are essential workers for Marv because please keep those women away from me. I don't even want to entertain those women that y'all been to prison. Oh,
Oh, they've
Raggy?
been to
Yo,
prison?
Yo, I fucked up. I had a shorty that came from prison
That's
too. She got locked
understandable.
up with her baby father for like some drug shit or whatever. But you know, she was doing good. You got out. She had another Benz. She was just chilling. I was like, okay, she regular. I didn't know she ever been to jail. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
I was fucking with her.
Yeah, y'all gave me some ideas for some future
listen,
shows.
if her criminal record is if her criminal record is longer than mine, it's a no for me, dog.
I think my criminal record might be more than a couple of dudes. That's
Oh,
them, but
Thank you,
it's what it
thank you,
is.
Nate.
But I never think like that.
Damn,
You'll invite
But
Queen
you
Nate
don't really
next
find
time,
my stuff. My stuff is sealed.
so
oh,
she understands.
NC too
But
far. Your internet's gone.
For me,
nah, okay. Because okay, so again, this is the Evo Era podcast, this show right here. Okay, this is going to be on Mondays, guys. Mondays at 8 o'clock, we're going to try to do this show. On Thursdays, the big show is the Live Ladies podcast. That's the live show. We have everybody, full panel. We be up there clowning, having a good time, breaking down solutions, issues, all of that. If you have not subscribed yet, for those that are still here, I appreciate y'all for actually being here. I just want to play something for you. So if you haven't subscribed, this is what you do. Yes, if you see on the right hand side of the screen, hit the purple subscribe button. Please like this video and also hit the notification bell so you know when we have these impromptu shows and when we had that Thursday show, because it is live and it be like a million people here. It's amazing. I want to thank everybody for coming out. You know what I'm saying? My panel of beautiful queens and kings. Thank you to the new kings we got here. We want to see y'all back.
Thank you.
This Thursday. Anthony, Joe Mount, we want to see y'all back this Thursday. Even NC Bloodline, we want to see you too. He's good. I want to talk to him.
Toxic motherfucker.
He's an incel for real. That's his name. Incel.
That's the homie right there.
I want to see how he's gonna go with the other women, because we got a lot of personalities on the Thursday show.
Yeah, they're going to destroy him.
All types of men.
They're going to destroy him. Don't do it. Don't do it on Thursday.
You gonna have a complaint list after he on there.
Yes. That show is Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the Live Ladies podcast this Thursday. And thank everybody for coming out. We had a good time. Thank you for just vibing with us. All the comments. You got to say all the people that joined the panel. I appreciate y'all. Check out the shorts. I clip up these videos and make shorts. So if you was on any of these panels, you got to say it. I know exactly how to make you famous. A lot of people watch them shorts, right? You know what I'm saying? Become a household name. Evolution Era Media. So become a household name with Evolution. All right. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate all of y'all. And we will see you back on Thursday. All right. Stay by, y'all.
All right. Peace out. Good seeing y'all.
Love you guys. It was fun.
Later.